Welcome to the final episode of The Freelance Farmer. Today I take on my final harvesting contract and use everything I've learnt so far to make it as smooth as possible. I've massively overslept. I haven't got a particular plan for today, but I do have a lot of little tasks I need to get through. I'm so glad I picked up the Passat last time round. I'm not a huge fan of the tinted windows, but it does its job. It's got enough power to pull my caravan and it can get me from A to B whenever I've got a job on. So yeah, I'm going to head myself down to the store now. First thing I want to do is sell my motorbike. I don't need that anymore. My push bike, my mountain bike, I've actually got attached. You probably can't see it now. I just swing around. There you go. She's attached to the front of the caravan, and I actually think I can just keep her with me in case I need it. So that's a good thing to keep. But yes, I'm definitely going to be selling off my bike. So that's the first job for the day. Other than that, I picked up nearly 2.5–3 grand on the job I finished last time around. Cheers, buddy, thank you. And yeah, so what am I on? Nearly about 38 grand in the bank, 36. So I'll have a check later on. So times are good. I love this place. I've learned some valuable skills since I've arrived here in the village. If you think when I first started out, I was just mowing lawns for people here and there just to get a bit of cash in hand. But now I've got the skills and the licenses, I must add, to run forklifts, tractors, and do the odd farming contract here and there. I'm now able to rake in thousands of pounds a time for jobs that I pick up on the contract market. However, it is now late November and that job market is drying up. I don't have anything permanent on the horizon. I've been sat on a major decision for quite a while now and I've finally decided what I'm going to do. Well, back here at the store, there's my motorbike. There she is. A little speedy banana, as I call her. Right, let me just switch the engine off. Yeah, so she needs a bit of a clean. I don't really know where I can do that. They haven't got a jet wash around here, unless I can borrow one or rent one from the store. Seems a bit overkill. So I'm going to jump on board, head southeast-ish of the village and sell it down there to a chap for 500 quid, cash in hand. He said he'd even give me a lift back here, so that's nice. So while I'm cruising down to go and sell my little bike here, she's been a real trusty friend for the short period of time that I've been here. What is it now? 3 or 4 months, I think it must be. Anyway, for those of you who aren't aware of my situation, I've been travelling the UK, basically having some time away from my IT London city-based work. I just wanted to get myself out in the country and basically do the gap year that I never had. Along the way, I've been doing the odd cash in hand job and I've been really honing my skills when it comes to farm work. There seems to be an absolute abundance of farm contracts for those who have got the skills to take them on. And I am slowly building those skills. It's been fantastic. However, the big decision that I just mentioned was whether or not I should stick around here or whether I should move on. Banwell has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. It is an absolutely gorgeous piece of countryside. But the work is drying up, so I'm tempted to go and find the next adventure. So today may well be my last contract if there's anything that takes my fancy on the contract hub. I've done really well for myself. I've got £36,000 in the bank. I've managed over this time to buy a motorbike. I've managed to upgrade to a car. I've also managed to purchase my own caravan, allowing me to be flexible on where and how I live. Heading right past the campsite where my caravan's currently parked. So I've come a long way. I just am curious to see what else is available out there in this lovely countryside that we live in here in the UK. And I hope that you all come along for the ride, because I honestly don't know what is going to happen next and where I might end up. I've just got to turn right down here. White Cross Lane, yeah, I know this one. So there's a lady here on the corner, Mrs. Philpott, and I've helped her out a couple of times actually doing her lawns, and I will have to tell her sadly that I'm not going to be available to do that any longer. So just in the back here, you can see how tidy the grass looks. That's all my fine work. So I just need to come up here and find the house. It might be this one. No, I don't think it is. This is the one. He said he's got building work going on around the back. Okay. It's a shame that she's so dirty. I would have liked to have given her a bit of a clean up. But, you know, she is what she is. 500 quid. I don't know what you can expect for that. Okay, let's go do the deal. And then let's see if we can go find ourselves a contract. Well, to my surprise, I found out the house belonged to my friend Claire. A lovely lady I met once in a baker's and then regularly down the local pub. She was buying the bike for her nephew's 20th birthday and she felt it would be an absolute perfect present. I told her that I was likely to be leaving the village soon. She was quite sad, but understanding. Money exchanged hands. She said she'd give me a lift back to the store, and in light of my impending departure, we decided to have dinner and a few drinks in the pub that evening. Oh, I am going to miss Claire. She's been a real good friend here. Don't see her that often, but every time we've met up, which has been probably about 5 or 6 times since I came here, we've always had a real good chat. We've got on really well. Actually, her husband's pretty nice as well, to be fair. He's a real drinker. He's always down the local pub. Well, I'm going to pop in and just see if there's any farm contracts. I'm not due to actually work here today. I have been doing forklift work, and that's how I really cut my teeth around here. Got some real good work down here at the stores. Everyone has been absolutely fantastic. I will be sad to leave, but I do feel it's the right decision. Work is drying up over the winter period, and I just feel like it's time to move on. Well, I'd better not procrastinate. Let me have a think about what job I want to take on as my final task here in the village. Lots of baling contracts. I know that you can make some serious cash on those because obviously you can send in the excess bales, especially if it's silage. This is a silage. Is that silage? No, Tedder. No, I don't want it to do that. However, I've done quite a lot of grass work since I've been here. Grass has very much been my focus since I arrived here. So I'm thinking perhaps we have a look at something a bit different. Oh, there's some ploughing contracts. It is a bit up and down though. What does it pay? 2,600, not too bad. Field 121. In fact, you know what these two are. 119, 121. Those are those skinny fields that I did last time round. I got so frustrated with that job. I cannot believe they had crop in there that needed a combine. I honestly don't think I'm interested in taking those on. However, we have got some harvesting ones. Let me just see where they are. Field 2. Oh, there's a New Holland there, and that looks like corn. No, yes, it is corn. Strange looking tractor with what looks like a forestry attachment. I don't know why we'd need that. Field 112. I've got a feeling that's going to be another skinny one. Okay, let's have a look at field 2 and field 112. Yes, as I suspected, field 112 is one of these skinny ones. We did 116 last time. Awful experience. So I'm very reluctant to go down here. It is on the end near this road entrance, and the problem was getting in and turning around. It was very tight. You can't come in from the top here either. Even though there's a road, there's actually a stream, a big dike that runs along the back here. That ditch prevents access from the top. So let's have a look at field 2. Field 2 might be a bit more promising. It's bigger, so I suspect it's going to pay more. We come off this road here. Do you know what? I think that's Mrs. Philpott's. I think it is. I think Mrs. Philpott's is on this corner. Claire's house, where I've just sold my bike, is there. So just down at the end here, obviously there's a farm. Well, that's got to be easier to get to. Nice, easy access. Looks like there's a farmyard. Yeah, I think we might give 2 a go. It certainly pays more. We get to use some different equipment. As I say, I don't know why we've got a forestry tractor, but we can give it a go. And it's corn, so we're going to use a different header. Yeah. Okay, let's give this one a go. It was early afternoon by the time all the equipment had been sorted out and brought out into the yard. That should still give me plenty of time to get down there and get the job done before it got dark. Well, here we are then, a whole bunch of equipment. A New Holland, I don't know what version this is. CH7.70. don't really know much about New Holland, I must admit, so it'd be a nice experience to give that a go. Certainly had a lot of John Deere. I mean, we are a John Deere specialist supplier, so you're going to get that around here. Now, this is a corn header. There's no trailer, but I suspect that's simply because it folds up so nice and compact. That should fit quite easily on the front, and I don't think I'll have much issue getting around without the trailer. I think this is going to be much better. Ah, here's the tractor, but there isn't actually that attachment. I don't know why the guy said that that's what we're going to get, but front PTO if we need it. What is this? Fanzelt? I've not heard of that brand before. Cool. That'll be something a bit new. I presume then that this is actually a brand that specialises in forestry work. It's not dissimilar, looking at the cab kind of centrally positioned like that, it's not dissimilar from the Fast Track, JCB Fast Track. I bet it's not as quick as a JCB Fast Track though. Those things are fast, 40 miles an hour. Woohoo! And then of course we got a massive trailer here, and that's just to put our stuff in. Do you know what? Last time I went down with the harvester and just got on with the job, but I think this time round I'm actually going to start with the tractor. Yeah, well, I think I've been spoiled when it comes to tractors, I must admit. This is fundamentally very, very basic. I mean, I've got no screens. I don't even think I've got a radio. I've got cold air, got all my lights. Yeah, there's speakers. I don't actually think there's a radio fitted. My goodness. So yeah, this is this will do the job obviously, but it's pretty basic. I suppose all I got to do is haul that massive trailer down there. So yeah, I'm going to do this first, and actually I'm going to speak to a guy in the shop as well, because I don't want to have to walk back. That was such a faff last time. Gotta say though, the Fanzelt, if that's what you call it, the 2385, it purrs. Yeah, it purrs. It kind of buzzes along. So let me get the back hitched up. Let's get cables attached. That's all we need just for pulling that along. Okay, let me go speak to a chap in the shop and see if he can give me a follow-up. Hey mate, you free for the next 10-15 minutes? Well, I think it's time to get on the road. We've got one of the boys behind. I don't know if you can see. If I can lean. No, you can't. He's in my car basically. So yeah, he's behind me. He's going to follow me down there. And then I can get a lift back, so that will mean I can come and pick up the combine and we can get the job done. So let's get all the equipment down there first, and then hopefully have a smoother ride than we did last time round, because that last harvesting contract was an absolute nightmare. There he is. Oh, look at that. Love the Passat. Right, let's get out here and get on the road. To say, although this is very basic and utilitarian inside, I'm really enjoying this. It's smooth as you like. The engine just sort of buzzes, and it's got all the power you need. The acceleration is actually pretty good in this. Yeah, I've never heard of the brand before, but I can highly recommend it, I'd say. I suspect if you're actually doing forestry work, this is yeah, perfectly suited for the job. I would like a better radio though, I must admit. Pretty lacking on that front. So coming up to this farm here, a couple of houses for sale actually. I definitely don't have the money for those. So I don't think it's that field. No, that's just another grass pasture. I think I do need to go into the actual farmyard. Obviously that's the farmer who owns the land. Ah, straight ahead by the looks of it. Look at that. Yeah, well this looks like a typical British farm. Builders work, rubble everywhere, old caravans. Okay, I'm just going to take it right through here. I've got my lights on because it's a bit dingy, but this appears to be the field I want. Let's make sure my trailer comes around. Yep. Yeah, this is the bad boy. Yeah, not a bad batch of corn here. Really tall, actually. That's more like maize, actually. So, I've got the space. What I'm going to do, position myself on the side so I can get the combine harvester in just behind me here in this space. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do that. That's a turn up. A farmhand's just popped out and he basically said open the gate, bring your stuff in here. Plenty of space to turn around. Yeah, happy with that, so that's worked out okay. Right, let me jump in my Passat and get a lift back to the store. Right, well, I'm back. Didn't take too long at all, actually, just driving back. Gonna jump in the combine now, get the header attached and get that down there. This is quite a sizable bit of kit. Lots of PTOs, but I suppose it's all interconnected once it all spins over. Some sort of clutch system there that connects that to that. Right, I better get on with it. Power on. It's okay in here. I think I've been spoilt the first couple of goes in one of these. That John Deere that I had was an absolute diamond. This isn't quite as luxurious. Right, I'm just getting myself swung around. Get aligned. Here we go. Got to get as close as possible and square as possible. Give it a little nudge. Ah, about there, I reckon. That's on. Right, I'll worry about PTO and stuff when we get down there. For now, that should do the job. Let me get my hazards on. Got my beacons flashing. Okay, let's get down to that job then. Having to straddle basically the edge of the road just so I can fit in and let other vehicles pass, especially when one of those big lorries comes past, one of those big concrete mixers. They well, they don't slow down and they really do belt past, so don't want to have any accidents in this. It really is a lovely day. I'm very glad to be out and doing one final job here. Yeah, I'm going to be sad to leave, but I'm also really excited about the next chapter of my travels around the UK as I pick up and expand my farming skills. Right, indicators on. Gonna have to swing carefully around here. I have to say, this journey is far less treacherous than last time round because those were some seriously tight lanes, but you'll always get this. Country roads, country lanes in the UK, it's just the way it is. Still got to be careful, don't want to hit Mrs. Philpott's garage. Right, this is going to be a bit of a squeeze, but I think we'll be okay. Just got to take it really easy. Don't want to knock down this lovely old dry stone wall. This is insane. When you're up here, oh my goodness, it's very tight. I'm taking it super carefully. I'm not too bad now that I'm away from the houses. I've just got bushes to contend with, and actually that's fine. The odd lamppost like this or telegraph pole, just got to make sure I get around this. Yeah, I'd say this is the most stressful part about farming, is getting the vehicles where you need them to be, especially when you've got to go down all these tight lanes and tracks. Yeah, it is pouty bumhole time, definitely. Let's not knock this garage over. There we go. Past the bins, I don't really care about those. Okay, well, we've made it safely. Not a single scratch, thankfully. Right, I'm going to go straight in here, I think. Let's get this unfolded. There we go, so she's going up. And then I'm going to jump out and make sure the PTO and all the hydraulics are connected. Yeah, not bad. Okay, just need to get the PTO on. Hydraulic cables, they all seem to be where they want to be. I think that's it. We'll soon know once I try to get this running. So I just need to unfold the harvester. Right, I think that's got it. So we should be able to now power. There we go. So we got power. Headers up, headers down. Okay, so I'm going to go anti-clockwise as before. Keep the pipe on the left. I have no idea how big this field is, but the access is so much better than the last contract I took on. Let's get in amongst it then. Hard to see, I must admit. Okay. Where is this field going? I'm at the end already. Wow, okay. So let me just tighten myself up. Back up a bit. Head around. Okay. Well, I think as far as I can see, I've just got to keep going. Well, I'm at the end again. So I'm just going to swing out there, come back a bit, using my mirrors, right, and then come off. So that's that corner done. There we go. It's fairly simple. It's fairly simple. The hardest thing is getting the equipment here, getting the equipment set up, maintaining the equipment, but actually the process of farming, I'm finding, yeah, pretty simple. Learning on the job, it's the best way. About 85% on the hopper, and I am coming down what is kind of the back straight, I suppose you'd call it. I'm doing 2 headlands, so 2 loops around the edge, and I'm hoping that gives me enough space to then turn around and just go up and down. I suppose I could just keep going around in spirals. The beautiful thing about that is that it would leave my pipe out on the left hand side, but the thing is, because I don't have anyone helping me, I don't actually have anyone kind of coming alongside in the truck. It's kind of pointless. Might as well just go up and down. There we go, 96%. Getting near the end here. I think I might just get to this corner. There we go. Well, that's not too bad. Then I'll jump out and get the tractor and trailer, which is just in front of me. There we go. Let me back up. Brilliant. Okay, so pipe out. Where's the button for that? That's over here somewhere. I think it's that one. We shall see. There she is. And I should be able to get the trailer in the back there. The only thing I don't really have is much space to turn around down at the other end. Let me just get my nose out and have a peek. Because if needs be, I can always try and reverse down with the trailer. I haven't done much reversing in a tractor and trailer, I must admit. In fact, actually, I can just come in from this direction, can't I? Ah, it's a great little tractor. I'm really enjoying it. I just want to swing out a bit. Right, is that filling? I can't tell. It is. There we go. Oh, she's all done. Let's have a quick look at what that was. I got 42%, so I'll be able to take 2 and a bit loads of this. I'm going to have to do a little bit of backwards and forwards in the tractor and trailer here. Okay, back in the cab. Let's get this down and on. Continue this job. Yeah, it's going to be a nice afternoon. I think it's a nice way to finish my time here in the village. And I should get a reasonably good payday at the end of it. No bonuses. Although, what I have learnt again from my old friends down at the pub is that if I leave straw, certain crops you can leave straw, then I can come pick it up and I can sell it. Sometimes you have to agree that with the farmer first, because sometimes they want you to collect the straw. But if the contract doesn't state straw, it's entirely up to you. As long as you leave the field in a sensible state afterwards, yeah, there we go. Right, I think it's time to do some ups and downs, so I'm just going to get to this edge. Swing out to there. Reverse myself back. Right, let's give this a go then. Coming up to 90%. There we go, just broke 90. I reckon I'll finish at about 95. Then what I'm going to do is, rather than start the next road coming down this side, which will put my pipe into the crop, I'm going to stop at the end here, go and get the trailer, load up, and then I think while I'm in the tractor, I might as well go and take that down and just get rid of it, rather than kind of do a bit load. That makes sense. So 2 runs, I think, 2 hopper loads. Oh, hold on, coming up to 98%. Let's just finish off now. I'll jump in the little tractor then. It's hard work doing it all on your own, and you can see why if you've got loads of fields to deal with, or particularly large ones, then you definitely need a team of people. But it's not raining, which is making all the difference. Certainly wouldn't be able to do this if the rain was going to hit. Well, got most of it in. Let me just get myself underneath the pipe here. There we go. Yeah, I'm central to that. Good-o. Okay, that should be it. Right, all done. 18,000, nearly 19,000 litres of corn in the back. Right, the combine's all switched off. I've got the keys in my pocket. I'm going to go run this down. In fact, where am I even going with this lot? I'm down here at the bottom of the village in field 2, and I need to somehow cut. Oh no, not, yeah, down this horrible lane that I experienced last time round. And then basically all the way up this straight one, right up into this top corner, which is where the garden centre is, and that's where I need to drop off, as you can see. How I get there, I'm not entirely sure. In fact, if I can get across to this main road, yeah, that's where I need to get to. Certainly a lot easier coming down here with the tractor and trailer than it is with the combine. Yeah, lots of space now. That thing is big. Combines always are though, to be fair. I had to put my lights on. It is November. The sun is low in the sky. I haven't checked the time. I think it's pushing on to 3 o'clock. Well, here we go. Back out onto this horrible muddy track. I've got to go all the way around the perimeter of this field. There's no other way of getting across that main area. And I'm hoping... oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hoping that this little tractor's got the grunt to pull me through the mud whilst pulling this trailer full of corn. I'm sure we're going to find out. Right, carefully over this bridge. Right, over one stream. This place is full of streams, lovely as they are. They do make traversing the countryside a bit of a pain. So this time I'm going to go right. Last time, if you remember, I went left. Yeah, I went up there where that gate is, did a right, and the field was over there in the distance somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to head right here, get out, see if I can cut left onto that main road. That should bring me out on the other side of the main stream. And then hopefully I'll be over at the garden centre and I can drop off my crop. Alright, well this is a new part of the village I've not been to before. Normally I'm on the other side of it, you see. So come out here. Oh, is that a kiddie's playground? It is as well. Cool. I can hear a church in the background as well. Right, let's just wait for this caravan to come past. Classic. Right. Get around this width restriction. Oh great, a chicane. Let's go around here carefully. Right, you can see down there, that's the stream I wanted to come over. So this plan's working so far, and hopefully down here, eventually on the right-hand side, should be the garden centre. I don't feel like I'm too far away. I think it's just up here on the right. It's a fair old journey, and unfortunately having to cut across all the different fields and tracks like this really does eat into my production time. Right, I think this is it. Yes, garden centre, right. Let me cut through here. Just got to find where I'm tipping off. That's got to be in front of me, but as we know, I do make mistakes, so I'm just going to jump out and check before I tip anything off, because if I put this in the wrong place, I've got no way of picking it up again. I think about there will do. Okay, let me go in and check first. Yeah, this is the right place, so I just need to tip it here. Okay, here we go then. And let's see if we make anything. Well, we're almost there. We have transported, I'm just getting messages on my phone, 54% for this contract, and the contract is about 50% complete, which is about right because I've only done about half the field. So I'm going to drive myself all the way back. It's 3:15. I reckon I'm going to be there about 3:45. I think I will be working into the dark again. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Didn't take too long at all actually to get round. Yeah, much quicker when you're not laden, so it's about 3:40. Just going to get this underway and hopefully, as I say, be done by the end of the day. I want to pick up the contract money today because I think at the end of this month I will be moving on in my tasty little caravan. I'll be saying goodbye to everyone tonight. Got to meet Claire down the pub, plenty going on. It's been a great adventure and I'm hoping you stick around for my next step. I don't know where I'm going to go just yet. There's so many choices in the UK. Lots of farms in the southwest. Could even go overseas. Who knows? Oh, I've got one more little strip to do. I think this bit and maybe one more coming up just to finish off. Sun is really low in the sky now. Got all the lights on the combine and I've done a couple of offloads into the trailer as I've gone past. So I kind of set myself up, get the trailer in position, come along on the next row, offload and then keep going. It's never going to be efficient with just one person, but it works well enough, I'd say. Get my pipe out, coming out. Is it coming out? Can't quite see. Yep, there she is. Right, let's get tipped off. There we go. You can see all the grain disappearing out the hopper. Just about. It's quite dark in the cab here. So time to fold up the head. So there's the old header folding up. Great. Fantastic bit of kit. Get my pipe back in. Getting the lights off. There we go, that's folded. Now I'm just going to head myself back down to the entrance. I'll come back, get the trailer, drive that all the way over and back to the garden centre. Oh, I need some more lights here. There we go. And then hopefully get paid. I will have to take the combine back to the store today. The only way you get full payment is if you take everything back. And there we go. Right, there's the house. If I just stop here, I'll just take my lights off so I don't want to blast their windows. There we go. Engine off. Goodo. Right, let's go get back in the tractor and get the job finished. So I'm really happy with today. It's gone really well. Final contract. I should have about 40 grand. Haven't really worked out how much I'm going to have. 40 grand, maybe 45. Yeah, that's not too bad for what, 5 months work? Hard work. I won't lie, it's been hard work. I've had to learn on the job. It's been pretty crazy at times, quite stressful at other times, sometimes anger inducing, sometimes joy. All the emotions. But it's been fantastic and I can't wait to get to my next place, wherever that may be, and continue with the farming learning, as it were, picking up new skills, learning on the job. Yeah, it's great. I absolutely love it. It's really quite late now. Got most of my lights on just so I can see where I'm going. Garden centre is closed to the public, but it's okay to tip here until about 9 PM at night, and it's about, well, I don't know, it must be about 7 o'clock now. So I'm going to get myself into position, get this tipped off, then I just need to get this and the combine back, and that'll be job done. All done then? Fantastic. Right, back to the store. Well, I took the shortcut that I took a little while ago, coming kind of around the top of the map, around the village, going anti-clockwise, and I should, if I've done this correctly, end up coming out right in front of the store. In fact, there we go. Lights on full beam so I can see what I'm doing. There she is. Brilliant, I worked that out again. Yeah, and Malcolm's still working. Well done, Malcolm. Good old boy. They've done off work hard here, constantly, always moving stuff around. Okay, I'm going to swing this around. I'm going to go get my mate. Malcolm said he's going to come and jump in the car with me. There we go, lights off. Easing myself through the farmyard, back out onto this very tight track. This bit's okay if you remember coming in. Oh Christ, Malcolm, you got your full beams on, mate. I can't see a thing. What's he doing? Anyway, once I get out on the main road, I'm sure it'll be fine. He'll have to turn his beams off. Yeah, once we get to the houses, it really tightens up. Just got to get past this telegraph pole, and there's a little wall coming up. Here we go. This is the tight bit. See, someone's walking up, probably coming to check that we're not wrecking all their all of their walls and scraping their cars. But no, I think we're through. And then this bit opens up a bit. Claire's house. There it is, my bike that I sold this morning. Ah, fantastic. Happy memories. Happy memories. I cannot wait to get this dropped off, get paid, and then I'm going down the pub. And here we are. I've made it. It was one hell of a journey, but we got there in the end. Park up next to the tractor. Oh, fantastic job. Header down, lights off, engine off. What a great bit of kit. You know what? I love agriculture. I got paid £3,667 for that job, and that puts me on a cool £43,382. I'm so happy with that. I could not have expected more, honestly. I thought I'd just be mowing grass and doing the odd jobs here and there, maybe, you know, washing cars, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I've made some good money. Farming is definitely the way forward. But I'm going to finish up my life here in the village in Somerset, here in my favourite place, the Plough. What a great pub. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey. Subscribe for the next series, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.